everybody.
Hi.
I'm Hannah. I use she and her pronouns. Sometimes they pronouns. I'm standing here in Calvary on unceded Lenni Lenape land. I've been a member of Cult Sedec since like about a week into COVID. For a visual description of me, I'm a short, round, white-skinned person with short, dark hair that is in the process of turning a fantastic silvery gray. I'm wearing mismatched earrings, reading glasses, and a kippah with purple and gold embroidery. As a point of political, social, and human access, I'm a recently disabled, committed anti-Zionist, severely introverted lesbian / longtime queer, a reader of poetry and history and Cold War spy novels, a mom, an elder. It's both kind of thrilling and kind of scary to be up here talking. So, a story. When my now 24-year-old was turning 12, there was a lot going on. She was changing genders, changing pronouns, changing schools, changing towns, and adopting a third mom, me. We talked a lot in those days about how change happens, why it happens, how to make it happen, how it feels when you're in the middle of it. So I was really proud of myself when I found a perfect present for her, a tapestry of blue linen, hand-painted with the words, "You must be the change you wish to see in the world," Mohandas K. Gandhi. So the day came, and she opened the package, and she paused, and then she rolled her eyes. "Hannah," she said, "that quote is printed on the cover of my social studies textbook. I see it everywhere, every day. It's so 1985. And you know, Gandhi didn't even really actually say it. Oof. Tween honesty, brutal. In the end, I hung the banner in my study and got her an iTunes gift card instead. Which worked out well for both of us. Even if it's ancient wisdom from like 1985, I want to suggest that being the change you wish to see in the world is a kind of watchword for this community. For many of us, this is close as we're likely to get to being the change we want to see in the world and being in the community we want to be part of in the world. I came to Cult Sedec via a Zoom screen from Boston in those first days of the pandemic when fear and isolation were everywhere and connection to my people felt like the difference between sanity and not. I logged in faithfully, hit the mute button and sang my heart out. Felt vaguely silly bowing eastward in my messy bedroom. Tried to keep my cat from walking across the keyboard in the middle of the Shema. By 1 year in, with my 65th birthday fast approaching, I found myself dismantling the long-term relationship I had thought I wanted to stay in forever, with my Cambridge-based job still in work-from-home limbo. I cried every day. I went to therapy 3 times a week. I struggled to figure out what the next step in this, my one and precious life, might be. And right about then, I figured out that I needed emergency surgery on my spinal cord. By the time I learned about the scary growth on my spine, I was already in the process of moving back to Philadelphia. I was coming back because I knew I could build a home here. Here meaning this city, and West Philly in particular, but really here meaning here, in this community, and home meaning a place where I could live the meaningful, parens, Jewish life that feels like a haven for my most authentic self. Just so we're clear, my haven isn't yet everything I want it to be. It's too hot in the summer. It's too cold in the winter. We don't have accessible bathrooms or Zoom services every Shabbat. Sometimes we mess up each other's pronouns. We don't always center Jews of color in the way we want to. We haven't yet found a way to talk about Israel and Palestine. But when we miss the mark, we work to make tshuva, to make amends, and make it better. We move forward in connection with each other, toward each other. If you're in love with Kol Tzedek, you're here because it's the grab bar that steadies you and the joy that fills you up. And if you're hurting, if you feel invisible, you also belong here. This community is also your home. It needs you and your outrage, your vision of how to do it better, how we can be better. I'm asking you from the heart to reach out, step up, step in, figure out your piece of the work to make it more of what it can be. Because the work of Kol Tzedek is to be the change we wish to see in the world.
That's right.
It takes a lot to create the kind of community we all need and want. It takes a lot of energy and, frankly, a lot of money. We're a grassroots synagogue, and your generosity really matters. So I'm here to ask for your financial support for Kol Tzedek. I'm asking you to join in building and sustaining this work in progress, proof of concept for making our lives and our world what we want them to be. As many of you already know, this is our L'chaim year, 18 years since Kol Tzedek's founding. In honor of this significant anniversary, we're asking for contributions in multiples of 18, be it $18 or $180 or $18,000. We're asking for contributions to the L'chaim campaign. Kol Tzedek needs a physical gathering space in Cedar Park that's ADA accessible, has working heat and air conditioning and ventilation that can accommodate our growing community. And the L'chaim campaign is about building the reserve to make that a reality, to enable us to do the work we need to go forward and do it better. We have tremendous resources among us. Some of us have or have access to a lot of money. And if you're one of them, I'm asking you today to stretch and dig and give more and ask for more. If you get a salary bonus at the end of the year, consider apportioning some of it here. If you have a will or a life insurance policy and Kol Tzedek isn't in it, please think about making KT a beneficiary. And if you're doing all you can, struggling financially, not secure, feeling economically vulnerable, we ask you to give an amount that's meaningful to you. Most particularly, if you're here for the first time, or for the first time since last Yom Kippur, if you come once a year to say Kaddish on your grandmother's yahrzeit, if being a full-on member of KT isn't your thing, but it means a lot to know it's here when you need it, on your most terrible day, as well as on your best day. Now is the right moment to help sustain it. For everyone who's here on Zoom, you can find the button on the Colt Tzedek webpage and make a donation in about 90 seconds. Student Rabbi Leah has put the link in the chat. Please use it. If you're here in person, look for a text or an email tomorrow reminding you to please make a New Year's gift to Colt Tzedek. Give what you can, be bold, share what you have. Even if you don't come again until next Yom Kippur, I promise you will feel good about having been here and done your part. And if you have the spoons to contribute in other ways, then please dig deep and do that too. Can you sign up to be a greeter at an upcoming Shabbat morning service? Can you stop at the CVS and pick up medicine for someone who's ill and stuck at home? Can you learn how to lead a Shiva minyan? Can you figure out what a community-wide disability justice training should look like and help make it happen? KT needs you to find ways that you can give your time, your wit, your creative spark, your magical and shimmering self to this ongoing project of world building and mutual aid. This community, the community I want to be a part of, has the recipe for stone soup and knows that it is as delicious as it is nourishing. The community I want to be a part of steps up, not out. The community I want to be a part of is songful, joyful, abundantly accessible, radically diverse, fiercely anti-racist, Jewishly visionary, expansive, subversive, transgressive. It is the change that we so desperately need and want to be. May we be full and open to receive the light in the year ahead together. Shana Tova.
Shana Tova. L'chaim.
We shall be known by the company we keep, by the ones who circle round to tend these fires.
Page 10 in the companions.
We shall be known by the ones who sow and reap the seeds of change alive from deep within the earth. It is time now. It is time now that we thrive. It is time we lead ourselves into the well. It is time now, and what a time to be alive. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. We shall be known by the company we keep, by the ones who circle round to tend these fires. We shall be known by the ones who sow and reap the seeds of change alive from deep within the earth. Oh, it is time now. It is time now that we thrive. It is time we lead ourselves into the well. Yes, it is time now, and what a time to be alive. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning